Lois Curtis Award. Lois Curtis paved the way for people with disabilities to live in their own communities while receiving the services they need after spending 18 years living in an institution. This award recognizes an individual's personal achievement in advocating for inclusive, individualized, community-based employment and/or independent living. And the nominees are Becky Annaweir. In 2003, Becky began receiving supported community living services and had a goal of getting her own apartment without roommates. She also wanted to get a job. Despite not having worked in nearly 20 years as a result of frequent hospitalizations for her mental health, Becky continued to show commitment to her success. She started off working in an enclave and quickly moved into job development. Soon after, she was offered 2 jobs. She accepted both and is working 35 hours per week, living on her own and enjoying her independence. Becky is humble, dedicated, and proud. She has developed strong working relationships with coworkers and supervisors at both of her jobs. Becky has grown personally and professionally. Her story is an excellent example of how hard work, perseverance, and the right supports lead to success. Nominated by the Iowa APSE Board of Directors. Peter O'Halloran. Working full-time as an administrative assistant at Quality Progressions, a Philadelphia human services agency, Peter enjoys a living wage, full benefits, and has his eye on career advancement. Peter moved into his own apartment last year and continues to work toward financial self-sufficiency and independence in all areas of his life. His advocacy efforts are bolstered by living as a role model for young people with disabilities, demonstrating through his actions that people with disabilities can achieve quality employment and self-sufficiency. Nominated by Zachary Cattarelli. And John Witcher. Not only was John Witcher in attendance when Governor Holcomb signed the Employment First legislation into law in Indiana, but as Carla Orr states in her letter of support, I have had the honor and pleasure of working with John in a professional capacity as a team leader. I have worked in this role since 2000, and I can honestly share that he has inspired me and recharged me through the work he does day in and day out. Not only am I experiencing this energy, I have noticed it in his colleagues and most certainly the individuals he works with each week to assist with their recovery goals, especially related to gaining employment. John is very compassionate, supportive, and professional in his role and has quickly learned to take on many duties and wear several different hats with confidence. He brings a wonderful perspective to our work as an individual who has been in services most of his adult life and benefited from mental health services, community-based services, and supported employment services. Nominated by Jonathan Krasig. And the winner is Peter O'Halloran. Congratulations! Congratulations to Peter and to all of our nominees. We are excited to honor all of you and the impact you make on our greater community. There is a stigma against people with disabilities. People keep underestimating them, don't believe they can work hard or keep a job. But when the disability community gets support, they can succeed. They can earn a living, pay taxes, and integrate in the community. Peter's words, as quoted in an article by Senator Casey on Medium.com in October 2019, demonstrate his commitment not only to employment, but to full social inclusion of people with disabilities. Peter thoroughly understands that full inclusion means living up to the same expectations of all citizens: full-time work, self-sustainability, paying taxes, and contributing fully to the community. Not only does Peter talk the talk, he walks the walk.
Hi, my name is Susan Schoenfeld, and I'm the Executive Director of Community Integrated Services, and we nominated Peter O'Halloran for the Lois Curtis Award. Peter is an incredible young man. I first met Peter a few years back when he was looking for his first job, and I was immediately impressed by how bright, well-spoken, dedicated, and driven he was and continues to be. As long as I've known him, he has always been a hard worker, and on top of that, he has always been deeply involved in advocacy and local politics and in advancing employment first. We nominated Peter because he consistently puts in the hard work to make sure that people with disabilities have a voice in public policy and the opportunity to fully participate in employment and mainstream life. Peter inspires us with his passion and commitment, and it's an honor to nominate him.
We know that the work you do and the lives you lead serve as a model and story for all of us as we continue to push for employment first.